I've got these 2 little boys who are the greatest thing that's
So
ever
you had
happened
boys
to me.
what year?
05 and 08.
So you started to have a little money.
Yeah. So I solvent.
Pull the goalie. Let's go. Let's have a kid.
Let's do it. And it was, those magical, when they're that age. I mean, still, they're the best.
Take nothing away.
They're the best, but you don't get to cuddle with your
Yeah.
tiny child as much when they're enormous, hairy men, adults. Maybe I can steal a couple hugs once in a while, but
do you have to sneak them?
Well, I'm like, I'll give you $5 for a hug. Oh yeah, that's no problem. And so it's great. But
okay, so how are you with parenting? Are you like it? Are you good at it?
I do love it. I like it a lot. I don't know if I'm good at it, but our friends told us way back in the 90s, like, your first job is to love the shit out of them. And I was like, okay, check that. I love them so much. It's annoying. And then, like my wife, who is a true adult, she's much more responsible than I am.
With what?
She handles the doctors and like all the little things like that. And she's a freaking saint. Like, if I'm home though, I'll do all the cooking and cleaning, and that is helpful to her and to the boys. But
how do you compare the way you were parented versus like your approach?
I guess I'm less like my parents didn't like me swearing, and I don't care if my kids swear.
And do they swear a lot?
Yeah, I would say it's an average.
Do you say like, hey, at a certain point you can't curse? Do they understand that like they can't curse?
Oh yeah,
in certain scenarios.
Yeah. No, but if my parents were, they didn't like it at all. Then on the soup, I was always swearing, and they didn't give a shit.
Your parents?
Yeah, they were.
Well,
like,
then you're 30. What are they going to do?
Yeah, what are they going to do? My mother-in-law was always like, well, I'm ready for you to be off that show. And like she said that. And I'm like, are you ready for me to stop providing for your grandchildren and your daughter?
I am. So I agree with you with loving the shit out of them. Like it's and
number
it seems,
one. Yeah.
So the hard part is loving the shit out of them in the face of them having child's interests.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, right? That's the part I find I get impatient with, where I'm like, you're the best. I love you. But like, you reading anything? Well,
I guess I was like, well, I can't read. And I'm like,
well, yeah,
you read.
Yeah. Somebody at your reading ability. A toddler.
Yeah. My mom was, and continues to be, they did everyone was like, oh, my parents, like, sure, there was things, but they actually did a pretty good darn job. Like, I know, like I'm looking, like, even like talking to my brothers who were all very, hypercritical of things. And we're like, they learned how to do it kind of right. Like, when we finally got to high school, it was like, okay, your curfew is going to be this freshman year. And then the next year was like, okay, it's 1 a.m. now. And then by junior year, they were like, you have no curfew. It doesn't matter. You're an adult now. You figure this out and be responsible and don't, be responsible and don't be a fucking idiot. And without saying fuck.
And
I was like, it gave me such sort of, that was such a good way to do it. Cause I was like, that gave me, it empowered me to take responsibility for what I was doing and kind of motivated me. And then you'd see your kids and other fellow high school kids whose dads were like, they're not going out and they're never dating. And I was like, well, that person's gonna be a drug dealer, sex worker very soon. And
it's just a matter of weeks.
Just that is how the equation
goes. Can you parent that way now? Are people parenting like that now, where it's free range?
Yeah. I think so. The parents we know. I think LA gets this big, or any big city goes, how do they do it? How do you raise anybody in these cities?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. How do you raise someone on a fucking farm?
Are they drinking? Are they doing all the shit you were doing?
I'm assuming they're going to parties. And well, my 19-year-old is not. He is on the spectrum, and he would be the first to tell you. And so he's very different than he is definitely not typical, like a typical teenager.
Thanks, vaccines. Go ahead.
There you go. See? There we go.
Thanks a lot, vaccines. You took another one. It's not the microplastics, it's the vaccines.
Right.
Yeah, and you heard it here. I am Dr. Neal Brennan.
Thank you, Doctor. Hydrochlorochlide.
Do you, when you realized he was on the spectrum, probably not that popular 19 years ago, right? Not what it is now.
Yeah, no, not nearly. Well, it's also, I think it's, it is, it's just more, people are much more aware of it instead of them like, oh, well, that kid, just keep hammering at home and maybe
shave his eyebrows.
Yeah.
And do you guys quickly realize what it was and could sort of?
Yeah, it started in grade school. We started circling in like, oh, okay, he's going to need some other scaffolding and a different way of learning. And yeah, it's a lot. There's a really great book called Neurotribes, and that was quite helpful. And my wife really, you have to kind of be the CEO, just like any parent. You got to be the CEO of your child's life for a lot of it. But when you have a kid who's on the spectrum, it's even more so. But there's all sorts of things. So he ended up being homeschooled, not by me, not by my wife, and not in some sort of cult.
And not in a home.
Well, in our home.
No.
Yes. Excuse me, compound.
Yeah.
Our sprawling compound.
Yeah. Did you? How are you with disciplining them?
They're not doing things that are like, well, now we're taking away this. We're not those type of parents. Because that doesn't happen too much. Not like, well, so far they haven't been, or even when they were kids, like if they got shit on the walls or something, I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I was like, well, yes, this is a child. I wouldn't, let's say like, hey, why don't you take all the silverware and throw it through the windows? That didn't happen either. So it wasn't. So we were guiding them hopefully, but now that they're teenagers, it's I do subscribe to what my parents did, which was kind of like this. You're so close to being an adult. So there's like little things like I don't know, we're still like learning to use the washing machines. And, but also every pop song, every Cat's Cradle or the Circle game is right, where it is like that ball is circling and is speeding up before they
it's weird because it is aggravating a little bit. It's a little bit aggravating
all the time,
and you also feel the time running out, like the Back to the Future, like this is annoying and I need a break. But I also know it's so goddamn cute and warm.
Yep.
And it's hard to know what to do.
Yeah, no, it's been set up in nature so interestingly.
Yeah.
Because you hear the cliches are all fucking true, right?
Yep.
It's hard. And it's also it's great.
Yep.
But then you're like, oh, well, that time he hugged me so hard he squeezed my neck. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna cry. But look, you made me cry. But those little moments, I'm like,
yeah.
Go ahead, go, whatever, go deal drugs.
Yeah, and
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, well, as long as you get your hug.
He's paid so much money.
And how much do you worry about them?
All the time, right now, and a lot.
And how do you deal with that? You just go I
know it's unreasonable to constantly be like, what are you doing? I feel weird. Like there's those apps where you can just follow your kid doing anything. I feel weird. I don't do that.
I think that's an invasion of privacy.
Yeah. And so I'll be, and we've like my 16-year-old who goes out, like he'll be at friends and he'll be like, can you come get me? And then I'll be like, yes, but he'll share his location. And then I was like, I don't want to know what he's doing.
I don't want to
go do your This is where I think teenage kids in a relatively, if you've gotten to this point with them, you haven't fucked them up. You've done something right, but you're like, this is where this brackish water between adult and childhood and it's moving into adulthood, you have to let them hang out and figure stuff out and let them do their thing. And because I think, I mean, we grew up in relatively the same time and the same place for only 2 years there, but fucking around with your friends is important. And screwing around and just hanging out. I was like, because I see these parents, I was like, these fucking activities lined up for every single moment of their life. I was like, let them ride a bike to a 7-Eleven and hang out.
Yeah. And you just have to hope that they don't get in like physical harm. Yes. But like that's
been
15, 16, 17, I'm literally doing acid.
There you go. And every single I want to know the generation. They were like, nobody got hurt. I don't know how it happened. We finally figured it out. Yeah. Between 1933 and 37, we figured it out.
That was we were getting ready for World War II. They were safe for a bit, and then Hitler invaded.
Oh no! Oh, it was the middle,
and then it was over.
It was also the middle of a crushing depression.
Yes, so long safety
and incredibly repressive laws to minorities. I mean, there was never a good time, and never a bad. I mean, it was just like good old times don't like the good old days do not exist.
Okay, now we're talking about this. How much support financially will you give your kids, and for how long?
I don't really know. I don't have a goal. I don't have a set thing. It's like
do you have
like
a rule?
$100,000 a month?
No, but I'm saying, do you have a rule of like, I'm not giving you fucking money. Like you're getting, I'll give you a little something for a little something. But in terms of it's Shaquille O'Neal one time said about his kids, like,
we ain't rich. I'm rich.
But there's no we. So what I'm curious about is like, what's your plan?
I remember I took it to Donald Glover's dad. He said this thing where he would walk in the room and start turning the lights on and off and go, who pays for this? And I have totally stolen that. So I think I am in a unique situation because like the kid on the spectrum, he's not out spending a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
And he has the clothes he likes wearing, and that's pretty much it. And the 16-year-old, this is the perfect attitude that a kid whose dad, like, I like cars, and when I go out, I will wear nice clothes. And he, like, I never told, I don't know, he'd probably be mad. Well, he'd probably be okay with this, but like, I picked him up in my Porsche at school, and he was like, don't ever pick me up in this again.
Why?
He was like, this is too much. It's too much. And
it's like, it's too calling attention to it?
Yeah. It's like,
to you or your family or him?
Yeah, this is calling attention. He's like, I don't pick me up in this.
So does he not go to school in California? Don't they all have? Isn't it
there
all
you go.
Porsches?
And then I have a restored Land Cruiser, beautifully restored.
Yeah.
I picked him up in that, and he was like, this one's worse.
Yeah, well, because then, people know how much money went into it.
He was like, just pick me up at the
school bus,
the block, just the top.
Get a school bus. Be fun. Do it.
This school doesn't have school buses.
Oh,
you gave me a great idea. I'm going to buy a school bus.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's going to be fucking
refurb it. Really murder it out, bro.
It's going to be really nice.
Hey, did you like that? Did you like that? Yeah, did you like it, though? You want more? Don't want to work? Would rather watch videos of me grab-assing with people? First of all, go up here to subscribe, and then go up here to watch more clips. This is like when the weatherman says that there's a high-pressure system coming in. I'm not really used to the green screen.